Hi gardening friends, I'm Lark and I'm in Wisconsin, Zone 5, and I'd like to give you an update on my new garden in my senior living community. Since the last time we talked, they took the trees down on this tree line, so next year I'll be able to have more sunlight in my garden. This here is south, and my gardens are on the southeast side of this fenced-in area. Before I forget, I want to show you way up and over. This is Three Pillars property also, and they have someone, and I gotta find out about it, doing a prairie garden in that old cornfield. And it looked pretty good this summer. But now they have stakes in the ground and flagging, and I wonder what they're going to do with it. So that'll be a new adventure for me. Maybe I can find out about it and see what I could do to help, or maybe help, or just look at it. Back to my garden. So I decided to have some raised bed. These are galvanized metal, 4x8. Underneath is the virgin soil at the very bottom that I had cardboard to kill the weeds back in April, I think it was. And I did plant directly into the soil, cut a little slit in the cardboard and then planted my plant. And they did not do well. Very nutrient deficient. So I decided to have galvanized raised beds, so there's no maintenance as the years go by. I don't have to have Dave build anything for me or take it out and build it. So galvanized was the way to go. 4x8 and about 12 inches high. I topped it with leaves and straw. And it might be too thick. It might be too thick, but I can rake it off in spring and then use it periodically during the season. I did rake some extra leaves and put them in the garbage can here. And these are from the old house. If you remember, I cut holes in the bottom. Oh, I bet you the size of a dime in the bottom of this garbage can. And this is how I'm going to be doing my composting for the winter. And then adding leaves as I put in my kitchen greens. And it worked out excellent at the house because the worms crawled up it and then ate everything up and pooped. And I had probably about, I still have it, a 3-gallon bucket of worm castings that I'm saving for my spring planting. I do have my garlic in. It's been really nice here. Today it's about 70. So my garlic is smaller everything here. So I have about 60 cloves planted here on the east end of this 4x8 bed. And then this raised bed is divided with a rod that holds the center together to give it some support. So I'm going to treat it like a 4x4 and a 4x4, and then over there 4x4, 4x4, okay? So then I can rotate and make, this is the only way I can rotate and have a 4-year plan. So I don't put tomatoes in the same place or cucumbers in the same place. So that's my plan. This is my scrawny kale. Now look how that looks. I still eat it, and it's small, but at the house, my old house, which I went to visit the other day, they're huge. It just goes to show you what soil can do. And nutrients, natural nutrients, minerals from the soil. So I have a hope that this garden, give it a few years. Here I have, I know some of you are going to say, oh Lark, you planted horseradish? Oh yeah, I go through quite a bit of it. And I use it for fire cider, but we take fire cider every day just for preventative. And I use quite a bit of horseradish in it. Now over here, I told you I planted, maybe let's walk over there. While I'm walking, I'll tell you what I planted. I planted peppermint and lemon balm, spearmint, horseradish, let's see what else. Oh, stinging nettle. I wasn't sure if they had stinging nettle in the wild here, and I haven't found any, so I planted stinging nettle. And it's in the area where they want to cut the grass. So I told the guy I'd move it for him, and he said spring would be okay. So I'll move this in spring back into this section over here more in the wild. But I did do the cardboard method again in between these plants. So cardboard on the earth, and then I used leaves here because they were free. The residents up in the rooms there can see me when I'm outside, and they watch me, and I think I make them smile. But I'm raking this property here and getting leaves and bringing it into my garden. And then they say to me, "Lark, what are you picking outside the fence?" And I told them wild edibles. There's some good dandelions in there and plantain. Oh, what else did I pick? Garlic. What do you call it? Garlic mustard. So anyways, what I have planted is horseradish and lemon balm and spearmint. It's buried in here. Okay. Yarrow and stinging nettle. And that's about it. And then my dandelions are over here, and the plantain, and what else do I eat here? Cleavers I found too. So over down this tree line here, the deer found that my comfrey. I did bring some comfrey with, and I cleared an area over here for it. And they ate it, in June about, but that's okay. And it was hidden with all these tall grasses. So what I did now is I laid cardboard down around. I think I have 2 plants in here of comfrey. It's in there. So I make infused comfrey oil. See the cardboard? Right here. Cardboard, and then I just take it up to about 6 inches away from the crown of the plant. And this way I'll be able to find it easier than having these grasses grow into it. So I make an infused oil with it and use it for my skin mostly. Then inflammation of my joints, I rub that in. I put it in hand lotion bars. So comfrey is another herb I brought with. I also went down to the river, and I think we'll walk over there and see how long this takes. But I cleared a path. I told you I wanted to clear a path by the rock. I sit and I sketch there and paint. I haven't painted down there yet. Maybe in spring. So my senior friends that come and visit me here, it's really nice. It's really nice. Don't think for a minute that moving into a senior community has to be the feeling of giving up. Just contrary. I am living a dream right now. It's very relaxing, and I get to do what I want when I want. Pretty much. I should be dusting right now. Today was going to be my dusting day. But instead, I said it was too pretty. I should come out. And I will. Dave wants to join me, and we'll go for a walk for a while. So what have you guys been doing? Are any of you seniors that watch my program? Are you thinking of going into a senior community? Let me know what you think. I'll be watching your gardens grow, though, because you'll have a whole lot more space than I do. But at least I have something. I'm getting my vitamin D. I'm breathing this beautiful fresh air during these times of turmoil in our country. Wow. Do you believe it? I don't want to get political, but this is an embarrassment. I hope you all got out there and voted. Okay, here's my little path. Can't go too wide here. I don't want to do a lot of work, but somebody went through here, maintenance. They were nice, and they're trying to keep us for still having a river view, because that's what we're paying for. So they go through with a brush cutter, but they didn't go down low enough on a lot of the stuff. So this is what I'm dealing with. And then we try to walk through here and we trip. So I did clear some out with a just wide enough to walk through with a lopper. And Dave bought me another folding saw, because I left all my folding saws with the people that bought the house. I didn't think I needed it. Can you hear that water rushing? Dave helped me. He did the sawing part. So here we go, over to the rock. And the deer did walk along this edge, so they kind of made a path for me, started me on a path. Whoops. You see me? And then we did this tree here, so I could lean up against this tree. Oh, I don't know. Some type of Austrian pine, I think it is. Really, really, really pretty. Look at it. Don't you love it? Don't you love it? Hug a tree, grounding. Some kayakers just went through. I was up in the room and I could see out, and they had neon colored kayaks, so they were hard to miss. So then we cleared out around some of these stumps too, because then if Dave wants to come down with me, he's got a place to sit. Cleared around several stumps, because over there by the rock it could be slippery in winter because it's on an angle. So this here I can sit, it's more flat ground. And this goes down to where I want to get into the river to walk in it in summer and spring, like we did over at the place I called Bend in the Bark, where we picnic. And we did have a picnic again the other day. So right here, I can get in. Clear, huh? Can you see that? Gosh, I am very, very, very blessed that I can have some more than what I had at my house. This is a river. This keeps going on and on and on. This is cool. and I will do this walking and sitting and drawing and painting as long as I can. So my friends, if you want to ask me some questions about how Dave and I are doing with the senior life, or you need some inspiration in growing older and being okay with having time for yourself and not having to worry about your family, it is okay. It is okay to say it's time for you. But anyways, give me some questions, and I think what I'll do is maybe write them down, because I don't know how to do this live broadcast, and then I'll answer your questions and set up the tripod, or Dave can tape me and we'll talk. Okay? Oh, I forgot to tell you, when we went for another picnic the other day, and my mom came down while we were there, and a beautiful bald eagle is soaring over us. Just beautiful. Caught blue sky with that white head and a white tail. Made me smile. Dave says, "Oh, there's your eagle, Lark. You said you wanted the eagle to come back and make a home here." And I hope he does come spring. Take care, my gardening friends, and it seems silly, but I so look forward to spring and gardening under new circumstances and a new area and small scale. Take care, friends. Bye-bye.